everyone, so today's video is on solving equations that include a division. So we've been looking at solving equations generally, so you all should be familiar with the rules of balancing and doing opposites to get rid of numbers that are surrounding the x so that it ends up on its own so we can find out its value, okay? So the difference with these ones compared to what we've been looking at is we've actually got a division, okay? So if you're not sure, when it says a fraction, this means to divide, okay? So that's what we're going to look at, three different types, and your questions today are based on these three different types of questions, okay? So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to rewrite this one so it looks more easy, I suppose, so it's not as a fraction, okay? So what this represents is 8 divided by 3, x divided by 3 equals 8, okay? And what people like to do here is just think that, oh, well, I've just got to do 8 divided by 3, and that will tell me the number that goes there. But it's not, is it? You've got to think about it in the sense that a number, when I divide it by 3, gives me the answer of 8, okay? So I hope that you're all screaming the answer at me, okay? And what I need to do is, so like we've done on all the others, we need to get rid of this dividing by 3. So we talked about the opposites, didn't we? We're doing the inverse, okay? And that is, obviously, we would multiply by 3. So if we divide by 3 and then multiply by 3, we get the answer of 1, which makes this disappear, okay? But what I have to remember to do is I have to do the same to the other side so that the equation is balanced. So what I'm left with on this side is x, and then 8 times 3 is 24. And that makes sense because 24 divided by 3 is 8, okay? So that's what you need to do. So it's only really one little bit that's different. So instead of dividing by the number that's in front of the x, we're multiplying by the number that's under x, okay, in those ones. Now let's have a look at the next one. So number 2, we've got x divided by 5, take away 2 equals 6. So as on the other questions that we did last week, we're going to get rid of the take away 2 first. So I'm going to add 2 to each side so that they balance, and this part will disappear, okay? And what I'm left with is x over 5 on this side equals 6 plus 2 is the 8, okay? And then I'm back in the position that I was with this first question, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write it out. X divided by 5 is 8, okay? So I can see that it's a divide. So now I'm going to times by 5 on each side so that this part disappears. So x is 40, okay? You're always going to find that the numbers when you're doing these ones do get pretty high, okay? So don't be worried if they're large numbers, okay? Right, the last type. Now this one is different, and I'm hoping that you can see the difference between question 2 and question 3. So question 3, the whole left-hand side is divided by 7. It is only the x that's divided by 5 on this part, not the negative 2. So we have to do it in a slightly different order, okay? So because it's all divided by 7, I have to get rid of that 7 first. So I'm going to multiply 7 on each side so that this part disappears. And what I end up with is just this x plus 4 equals, well, 2 7s are 14. And then I'm left with a very simple equation, which is x plus 4 equals 14. And so to get rid of the 4, I take the 4 from each side. So x equals 10, okay, because that gets rid of that bit. Okay, so make sure that when you're doing question 2, so this is it's the same order on the worksheet that I've got you to do as on here. So question 1, they're all like this. Question 2, they're all like this. So you do the add or the takeaway first, okay, and then multiply. On the third question, you're going to multiply first, then add or take away, okay? So make sure you get them the right way round, okay, and learn the difference between them, okay? Have a go at the questions. Any problems, just let me know.